How's it going, guys? Yes, I haven't been making a lot of videos, but okay. So I go to the store to get an oil filter for the caddy. Okay, it's time for an oil change. I'm down to 25%. Okay, walk into the store. Of course, I'm going to get an AC Delco filter, hoping that it's real and not a fake one, but whatever. Look it up in the book, and it's a PF63E. Okay. Trying to remember if that was the number from last time. I go to the shelf, they have a PF63. So I'm like, okay, something's different. I go online, and they say the PF63 turned into the PF63E, and they changed the bypass pressure release from, I think, 12 to 22 pounds. So basically what that means is, for someone who doesn't understand how an oil filter works, it's not when you have 22 PSI inside the filter, it's actually around the outer sides, that the thing opens. You have relatively close pressure on both sides of that valve when the filter's working correctly. When you start it up in the morning and the oil's thick, okay, you will pressurize one side more than the other because it can't flow. It opens up and it lets raw oil in, unfiltered. Not that that really matters too much. Okay, so you don't starve things. Then as the oil thins down, that little valve closes. So for some reason, GM changed that to a higher number. That had me scratching my head. Going back to my Mitsu days where Jiffy Lube, when they came on the scene, forgot to put the valves in, and all the cams were locking up in the heads. Can't blame it on Mitsu. It was an oil filter thing. Jiffy Lube got sued like you wouldn't believe, but that's besides the point. So I go from one store to the other to the other. Okay, now it's 9:20 at night. Okay, I do a little more research. You ready for this? So they went from a PF63. They redesigned it, made it a PF63E. So apparently this fits a lot of GM cars. Then they improved it again and named it a PF63. That's why I couldn't find the PF63E. And when you go to the shelves to all these different stores, the little tag in the front says PF63E, but the oil filter says PF63. Now, there's a clear difference between a 63, a 63E, and a 63 again. And the quickest way to tell is just look at the gasket. The gasket's twice as thick as a 63E or an original 63. That's how you know if you're getting the right filter, or at least an updated one. And there are differences inside on the construction. And I found this all out after a couple of stores. And needless to say, I bought a couple of filters. Because the first store I was at definitely did not have the updated filter there. When did they update them? I really don't know. That information I didn't find, nor do I care. And I'm curious what filter I put on here last time. So I just figured I would share that. Good move, GM.